If you are coming into the Climate Web to research something and you're not quite sure what it is that you want to research, or you're not quite sure how to find it, let's take a look at how you might do that starting from the home screen. The first option is to take a look at the index, because the index has about 700 keywords, and so there's a pretty good chance that what you're looking for is in there, in which case you might short circuit an awful lot of searching. And we have a specific video on using the index. If you can't find that, you can also use the search function and put in a specific word and see what pops up, and see if there are any headings that pop up there, or if there's just a couple of papers or something with that specific topic or search term. So you can try that. Try simply searching. If that doesn't do the trick, then I would suggest going into the deep dives category in layer 4. And one quick option is to take a look at the topical deep dives that are listed there to see whether what you're looking for is within one of those deep dives. But then in terms of sort of searching through, if you go back to the broad subject area deep dives, these are broad subject areas used throughout the Climate Web. They're structured as deep dives, but they're really enormously deep dives for very large topics. So for example, climate change communications. If what you're looking for has something to do with climate change communications, you might start there and then go into the climate communications literature. And from there, there's audience communicating in terms of communicating with specific audiences, climate and literature, climate communications how-to, which has a large literature on uncertainty communication, communication tools, climate terms. But you can basically just work your way through a number of these categories within communications to see if what you're looking for is in there, if you can find a specific heading relevant to it. In the case of decision making, for example, going into the decision making, everything from business climate risk management, societal climate risk, climate policy scenarios, climate ethics, morals, religion, climate change versus sustainability, climate action planning. A couple dozen categories by themselves before you even get to all of the materials that are in those categories may help you find what you might be looking for. And if you find that, then you might find other links that take you to similar materials or take you elsewhere in the Climate Web where you may find other material that's of interest. So, starting with the index, then working your way through trying the search field, and then you're working your way into the deep dives is a pretty good way to start looking for something specific that you might look for. You can also look for a very specific paper if you know of it, or a person that's working in that particular field. There are a number of ways to zero in on what you're looking for. And if you can't find it, drop us a line and we'll help.